Hey guys, welcome back. Please leave a like so this video is recommended to others, and hit that subscribe button so you can keep seeing videos just like this. Uh-oh. That might be 100% real. His reaction is so hilarious. I think that's exactly how I would have reacted. All right, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, exactly that. That's exactly what you do. You probably clocked out for the night. I'd be calling in sick the next day too.
Bro, it's cracking! What the f? Bro, it's cracking!
Yes, I see that.
What the f?
Zero survival instincts. Balcony starts cracking, so let's do a little dance here. Cameraman never dies. Oh, he knows the glitch. He knows the glitch. That's right. If you're holding a camera, you're basically invincible. I always forget about that.
This is the most demonic thing I have ever seen taken place at any sporting event in my entire life. What you're looking at is a demon being summoned in the crowd on top of a satanic pentagram, and there's even demonic chants on the banners below the crowd. What you're looking at is a home game of FC Kaiserslautern, also known as FCK, and they're doing a pre-game ritual, and what you're going to see here is that people are holding up signs, and it creates a satanic pentagram. And as time goes on, you can see the person shifting the camera. On the other side, I believe those words say invincible forever. But then slowly there's a demon that's going to arise. Now, if you look at the bottom, the banners here, they say words in Latin. And if we translate them, let's see what it says. Exaudi nos Lucifer, et surge ex abyss, sume nimas nostra. Oh my gosh, this says, hear us, O Lucifer, and rise from the abyss, take our souls. What the heck? Now they actually say something else as Lucifer is slowly spawning from the crowd. It says, ad lucem nos Lucifer, et surge ex abysso, sume animas nostras. Jesus, forgive me for even saying this, but it says, to light us, O star, and arise from the abyss, take our souls. What the heck? I mean, I don't care if their mascot is like a devil or something, whatever the heck it is. This is the weirdest thing I have ever seen. There's got to be some evil energy going on in this game.
I was gonna say that's kind of harmless. That's probably just their soccer mascot. But then they started with a Latin. Come on, dude. Come on. The Latin, like, you can play it off as much as you want at that point, but it's what you're saying specifically in Latin that's like, I really just don't want no part of this. Hold up. Before we go any further, did you know that Bank of America was hacked and a bunch of data was stolen? And you want to know what's really disturbing? They sat on that for months. They didn't tell a soul for months. On average, it takes a company 277 days to report a breach. Your data could be out there cold and alone for months, and you wouldn't be hearing it until now. And that's not even the first time it's happened to Bank of America this year. Last year, Citigroup and JP Morgan both got hacked too. Somebody could be using your bank account to be buying a glizzy right now, and you wouldn't know till months from now. Do you really want to give that glizzy thief a 9-month head start? I didn't think so, and that's why we got to talk about today's sponsor, Aura. Aura will alert me if they find my phone number, email address, or social security on the dark web, and they won't waste any time letting you know if anybody tries to use this information to access your credit or your bank accounts. They'll give me up to $5 million in identity theft insurance just in case the worst was to happen, and they provide several other features to keep you safe online, all included in one app. That includes VPNs, antivirus software, and password managers, and there's a whole lot more features. You can go to my link at aura.com/Ahuevo to try 14 days for free. That'll be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal data has been exposed. And that way you'll know about it before one of these companies is forced to actually tell you. And I highly recommend you do this now because the only thing these companies are going to do to help is offer free credit monitoring. And that's like installing cameras after your house has been robbed. And I know, there's been so many hacks and breaches that your social security number might as well be written in a bathroom stall in a gas station. But if you haven't been a victim yet, why keep raw dogging the internet? If protecting yourself feels like it's too much, just let Aura do all the hard work for you. Don't leave yourself vulnerable. Don't do it. Love yourself. And go to aura.com/Ahuevo to try 2 weeks for free. Thank you again to Aura for sponsoring this video. And again, you can get this deal by clicking the link in the description down below. That's crazy. That's wild, man. I've never seen that in my life. Does that happen? Is that a rarity? Or is that common? The trees have so much ice on them, they're literally splitting apart. What happened? What an attempted unaliving just happened. Dang, bro, what kind of ops does she have? They're trying to take her out. She's gonna have trust issues now.
Show me, babe.
Just had a 2-mile walk and they fell apart.
You got no freaking toe apart.
Ah, nah, bruh.
And this is all just gonna keep breaking off the walk.
Oh, what my gosh.
Nah. What?
No way. Did it fall off in the video?
Yeah.
Nah.
There they are.
Take them off. That's insane.
What are those? New
The
Balance.
sole. Go ahead, other side.
Yep, New Balance.
Wow.
Why the trash? New Balances aren't cheap too. He just threw them away. I would have took them janks right back to the store. So New Balance's quality is really that bad? He tried to be cool and hipster and buy vintage New Balances. So they were old? You should have expected that to happen then. If I hear vintage, I'm thinking maybe 30 years old. Wow. That's pretty epic, man. That's actually pretty epic. Like, if that's not AI and that's actually drones, just imagine we'll be able to actually have like a full King Kong and Godzilla fight. They'll probably use these to make us think we're being invaded by aliens, to be honest. What is that? And why does it look like it has armor? What? What is this thing? What's it called? A Lady Amherst pheasant. I've never heard of this. This is probably what rich people chickens look like. The rest of us can't afford these. They probably lay golden eggs too.
Did you see the dragon skull that they found in Romania? Apparently someone was digging a well and stumbled up on what looks like a dragon skull at the bottom of this well, and this sent me down a rabbit hole. The Chinese use dragon bones for medicine. Now this dates back like 5,000 years ago. Not only that, but the dragon is the only animal on their astrology chart that would be considered missed. All the other animals are out there, and it's odd that the dragon is even on there. The fact that dragons have been talked about through all of history all over the world, it seems like everybody's connected with these dragons. I find it odd how hard it was for other cultures to communicate with each other, but not only that, I find it weird that one of the subjects that's going to come up is be like, did you hear about them dragons? Because I doubt that's one of the things you're going to talk about to a completely new culture. But I don't know, maybe the dragons are out there and we just don't know it. Maybe that's the ones that live beneath the earth. Everybody keeps saying lizard people and it's actually dragons. It's freaking dragons controlling everything. Anyways, hope you all have a great day.
Dude, I saw a video where they had a really good theory about why we haven't found dragon bones. Most things that can fly usually don't have dense bones, so maybe dragon bones wouldn't be able to be preserved, and we would never know if they existed, other than through like depictions, like paintings or stories maybe. It makes enough sense to me. I'm no genius. That's how I like my theories. Good enough.
Man, I wish you would have got it on video though. Me breaking it, because I was just breaking it, and then again.
That's literally all metal.
All
right
metal.
there.
Look like she could have got her intestines could have probably been cut. Right?
Crazy.
That is so crazy.
Literally almost gave this to our 3-year-old daughter.
Let me keep scooping.
And there's the
me
more
keep
we go
scooping.
in there, the more metal we find.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. What is that? Is that more metal or hair? What the f?
I don't know.
Let's see. Look! I just scooped it.
What the?
In the middle of the ice cream. Brand new ice cream.
It's crazy.
Wow. I think that actually can be a lawsuit, right? That seems very dangerous. You eat that and you're almost guaranteed your intestines are going to bleed, right? Quality control is just going down the crapper. Pretty soon people are going to start finding entire like knives in their ice cream.
This dog holding the door open, bro. This dog holding the door open, bro.
That's just the owner. He's trying to see who was knocking.
So we now know, because of the declassified documents coming from Argentina, that old Adolf did flee to Argentina to live out the remainder of his life. For multiple decades, mind you, with multiple kids. Apparently the top execs of that, regime, you obviously know the one, right? Had a deal, flew out using the political bureaucrats at that time with Argentina, and facilitated by the CIA, right, to flee Germany to live in Argentina. And man, it's kind of crazy because we need more theories because they're all coming true. Every single one of them, man. You look into this, like the whole actual unaliving, and you see that how his skull is actually like a female skull. If you look at it real close, the one that has a clean hole in the back. People in Argentina, it's like not even a tall tale. It's like very much so known information that he fled and lived the remainder of his life out there, right? It's like not even debated. It's pretty common out there. And even that, man, you people like just look at the loose ends of the whole theory. It makes no sense, right? And we need more theories. Like honestly, we're kind of on the point right now where, with Lee Harvey Oswald being cleared, right? I think that was his name. We're almost at the point where they're about to probably say that, hey, the moon landing was just a stage. It potentially is at this point now where they're going to be like, hey, yeah, by the way, just to slide that in there, the moon landing, it never happened.
There is some truth to what he's saying. Just like how NASA was made up of a lot of 1940s German scientists. There is a German town in Argentina where people can speak fluent German, which is crazy. I think that's the reason why this theory seems legit. You tell me, what are the chances of a bunch of Germans that decided to all move down to Argentina towards the end of the WW2?
Oni and Dade, bro. This guy brought his car in through the freaking front doors. Oni and Dade, bro. This guy brought his car in through the freaking front doors.
Why they actually look like they're trying to kick him out? Leave him alone. That thing is the same size as those little buggies they're on. It's essentially the same size. Let him park there, man. That's actually valid. That thing wouldn't fit in any parking spot. It's basically a motorcycle.
It's one of the all-in-ones. It's an all-in-one. It's a stove and a sink and a refrigerator and freezer. What? It's one of the all-in-ones. It's an all-in-one. It's a stove and a sink and a refrigerator and freezer.
Excuse me? That sounds dangerous. This seems like it could only go horribly wrong. No other way. I want the toaster bathtub combo.
Are y'all seeing it now? Do y'all get it now? I have so many posts on this account talking about this same thing right here. Look at how vibrant the world used to be back then. Filled with personality.
Yeah.
This goes for businesses, this goes for furniture. This pretty much applies to everything on the outside world. The society used to be different. And just so y'all can see that I'm not capping, look at what's parked in front of me. What color are these cars in front of me? Imagine showing up to the supermarket, showing up to your job, and this is how the parking lot looked like. Creativity is at an all-time low, and that's because the corporations got greedy, and it's all about consumerism. This is how parking lots look nowadays. Monotone, lifeless. Wherever you show up, I don't care if it's at a supermarket, if you go to the DMV, showing up to this parking lot, you don't think that you're gonna have a different sense? You're gonna feel more creative? It's the little things that we don't think about that's affecting our everyday routine. Things used to be about personality back then, individuality, uniqueness. Now everybody's trying to copy everybody. Everything's the same. They got us like robots out here. Get with the program so then you could get out of the program. It's really up to us at this point. And I wonder if there's ever gonna be a renaissance in art again.
I think it's too late, man. I think, like you said, greed has taken over. Greed has taken over every aspect of our lives. It sounds goofy complaining about how cars are all the same color now. Seriously, think about what that does to your mental health. I think he done gave up and he's trying to get fired. What is bro thinking? Is he drunk? Even being drunk, that's not a good enough excuse. You're 100% gonna lose your job after that. Okay.
Hey Alexa, take me to 1987.
Okay.
I envy you so much. I feel like most people wish they had a basement so they could do something similar to this. I think that's the one room in your house that it's okay to go as tacky or as cool or as just extreme as you want, you know?
The girl you just saw in that video was 20-year-old Maria Kowalchuk. And recently Maria went missing in Dubai for a week and was found days later on a roadside in Dubai with a broken and other broken limbs. So Maria is an OF model, and a lot of people have spoken out after this saying that they believe that Maria was invited to an elite party in Dubai. There have been lots of women that have shared their stories about these parties online, and they are incredibly disturbing stories to say the least. The most disturbing of these parties are called porta potty parties. And essentially, women are flown into the country from all across the world. They are paid exorbitant amounts of money, and these very rich men, the elite members of society in the UAE, are allowed to and on these women, in these women, and even in their mouths.
Oh, what?
Other women who have witnessed some of these parties and attended them claim that girls are sometimes up on meat, literally like something out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And they claim that then the women are while they're hanging on the hook for the gratification of the abuse. Before she went missing, Maria told her mother that she had been staying with two men that were involved in the modeling business. But according to officials in Dubai, they claim that Maria stumbled into an empty construction site and somehow fell from a piece of construction equipment, which we all obviously know is not true. I'm going to go into these parties in more detail on another post, but this is so disturbing. And it goes to show time and time again that these people, these elite members of society, they can really buy or have anything in the world. If they want to have a porta potty party, they can pay for one and they can have one. And they're always above the law. I mean, activities like that would definitely be highly illegal in the UAE, and yet we hear stories of these things happening all the time. And these stories are literally straight out of horror movies like Hostel. If you want to follow along on my journey to expose rings and predators just like these people, I host a podcast and YouTube show called The Conspiracy Files, which is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
That really is the plot of a horror movie. You see what I mean when I say that I feel like shows like The Squid Game and like The Purge, I think they did that in one of the Purge movies. I feel like these things really do happen. You checked into a hotel run by robots in Japan? Immediate regret. Oh God. Oh.
Scan your passport page with your picture.
Oh God, that one's scarier. I think most people would seriously be turned off by this. I could be wrong, but this seems very nightmarish. It does. Would y'all trust this? I don't trust this at all. Been babysitting for an hour and I'm already losing brain cells. What? That cannot be good for him, dude. He's completely in a trance. I have a feeling that like 50 years in the future, maybe sooner, this is going to be considered like just as bad as smoking cigarettes. I think there's going to be a lot of studies, a lot of tests, and their conclusion is going to be that this is somehow shortening your lifespan and reducing your IQ and is probably demonic or something.
This is huge. Utah has just become the first state ever to ban the use of fluoride in public water. And a few other states, including Florida and Ohio, are also now considering the same. You see, the argument essentially is that while fluoride has been successfully reducing cavities and improving oral health since it was added to the public water system in 1945, today there are now concerns that some pregnant women and children may be exposed to excessive amounts of fluoride from additional sources like water-added food, drinks, tea, toothpaste, floss, mouthwash, etc. And it's that additional or excessive amount of fluoride that is the concern. In fact, a meta-analysis of 74 studies done in countries around the world found a statistically significant association between higher fluoride exposure and a lower children's IQ scores, showing that the more fluoride a child is exposed to, the more likely that that child's IQ will be lower than if they weren't exposed to it at all. And this is in addition to the NTP report published last year, which marked the first time ever that a federal agency came to the same conclusion. The study, however, didn't find any evidence that fluoride exposure had adverse effects on adult cognition. Utah lawmakers argued that putting fluoride in the water was too expensive and it had limited benefits on dental health compared to the risks associated. The Utah governor likened it to being medicated by the government. So the question is, what do you think? Should more states stop adding fluoride to the water, or are people just being too overly concerned?
Yes, and people will call this a conspiracy. There is actually no good reason for it to be in the water other than what he stated. It helps keep your teeth clean. But there's an alternative. You can brush your teeth. I really don't get why some people want to keep it in the water supply.
I don't know, but this is how big it... Oh my god. I hate... Yo, what the... She's so scary. Sit still! Sit still when you're pooping! She doesn't know how to sit still.
She's pooping at you. Yeah, that's what that feels like. Eye contact and everything, man. Even the homeless doing better than me. Uh-oh. Yo, I love this shirt. Live generously. Oh, man. Oh, he's living generously. Out here counting his bag, man. No bills, no taxes, no worries. Just a pocket full of cash.
Life could be worse.
No, not really.
My fish.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Life could be worse.
No, not really. This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Wow.
This is the worst. Yeah.
Dang, man, I don't like how often this happens. I thought the chances of this happening was like the same as like getting bit by a shark. My fish got hit by a car. I never thought I'd read that sentence.
Okay, how is this even possible? This is a new off-road SUV from BYD that costs less than $20,000. Like, this would be a nice interior on a $40,000 car, much less a $20,000 car. This thing has a digital gauge cluster, which something like the Model 3 doesn't have at all. And this thing is as big as a Model Y, and it's pretty decent looking. That's just a good looking SUV right there. And it has a fridge built in. I had to look this up, but yes, it has a fridge. It's a small fridge. It can only hold 4 cans, but it has a fridge in a car that costs less than 30 grand for the like most specced out version. Okay, I thought the nicest version was the fridge version, but that one's $24,000. The nicest version is the drone version, which has a docking station for a drone on the roof, and that one costs $28,000. You can see the drone in this marketing image right here, and that's the docking station on top. When this is a $28,000 car, what are we doing in the United States? Also, as far as I can tell, every single version comes with this little cargo box on the back for extra storage space, which is just cool. It's honestly painful that we can't get cars like this in the United States. That is a decent looking off-road compact SUV for $20,000.
Cool idea, but I mean, it's not like you can't just carry around a drone in your car that you already have, right? I feel like we're getting ripped off, obviously car-wise, here in the US. Vehicles should not be like 90K, but I also wouldn't trust a 20 new construction 700K. Oh man, I've seen plenty of these. I'm not grounded, I think. Yikes. Ooh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be doing that. Already got cracks. Wow. Nice. This guy could probably record 1 million of these and never run out of content. That's why you're better off going with a trap house and fixing it yourself. It's really not worth it. 700K, dude. Who has 700K? Like, nobody has 700K. Life is looking bleak, man.
Okay, we have just arrived in Kingston. This is our hotel room for the night. What's it called? The Tranquility Base. So just like huge ceilings. This guy. This looks pretty comfy. I have a fireplace. Nice big TV. Every detail is so cool.
That's awesome.
Like, this is under the ship. And then you go up these stairs. And we have our own jacuzzi with a TV to watch stuff while we're in there. And then another little flight of stairs. This is the view over our base. And check out our sleeping quarters. I'm so excited.
I like that. That's awesome. Am I the only one that's fascinated by all these weirdly themed hotels or whatever they are? It's probably Airbnb. I just think it's crazy that they add so much detail. Well, guys, that's all I have today. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're awesome and I appreciate you. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.